This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels ready to get this thing started and open the season. Out of the end zone. And he bumps it up inside the 20. So James Madison's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career, a lot of people are really excited. Because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses. He's rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him. And everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gift. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. These guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with a 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Complete. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. On the move at the 30. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Davis will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Tatum. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Tatum. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Calabria. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Rolling on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Glover. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They punted away on fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep... down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Davis looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pfeiffer. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Runs through a tackle. He's up to 51 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Tatum. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This one's complete. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ellis. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's caught inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Tatum. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over. Be physical.
He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense starts deep in a hole. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. These red zone trips, Red has been stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dukes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The screen, and watch out. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Davis will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Glover. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run it from the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Running back the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Takes the handoff. It's Burrell. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought he would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line, 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Found a seam on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things.
Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looking for space. It's Burrell. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.